Welcome back to episode 13 of the KBA series. We are in the 2011 off season, which means that guys like Kyrie, Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butler will all be a rookie this year. It's been a few days since I have last recorded this, so we're going to take a quick look around. So Kevin Durant, Tim Duncan, this team was good. I don't know if they have won yet. Um, Yes, so they just won this year. Okay. Um, the Grizzlies haven't been able to do too much. They have DeMar on their team. Um, this team same. The Sixers had a good run. They had Alonzo for a while, but now they got Joe Johnson. Gilbert Arenas, I remember he recently had switched teams. We got Kobe Kerr. We've got all these point guards, although they're all free agents. Hopefully, they just bring back Steph and let Chauncey go and bring in, another position of need like a 3 or a 5. The Bulls are getting worse and worse by the day. Yeah, I mean, they're still relatively deep, but they're not the powerhouse they once were. The Cavs are looking better for sure. The Celtics, I think this Ray Allen acquiring was somewhat recent. Yes, they won 2 years ago. They also have Dwight and everything. The Clippers have Amari. They lost Gilbert a couple off seasons ago, but they got Quentin Richardson. Rondo is here. Manu. This front court has been a good front court, but they haven't been able to do too much, I don't think. Zach Randolph, but Kevin Garnett is here. He switched teams a couple times. The Lakers, I don't think they've been able to do much yet, no. This team was a dynasty. They're getting older. They are 4-time champions. But it looks like they might be going down more. They're very old. I remember Dwayne Wade came to play with his boy LeBron. Jay Williams and Eddie Curry. Even Anton Brooks is here. Darius Miles. Nuggets got a good backcourt. Pacers are going to be rough. They have someone good. They have Boogie, okay, who was picked first last year. All right, they're probably going to be right back in the top few picks. The Pistons have 2 point guards as well. Hopefully, they let one of them go. Houston has LaMarcus. They've got a plethora of front court players. The Spurs are getting old as well. The Suns have had how many times? So they're just one-time champions, but both these guys have won an MVP. Yes, and Melo and Chris Bosh. The Oklahoma City Thunder recently rebranded from the Seattle Supersonics. They got 2 centers here. One of them's probably going to need to go. This team's not great. Portland, not great either, nor the Warriors. Heat have a little bit of a duo here. I don't think they've been able to do much, though. Hornets, Burks a 2-time MVP, but they haven't won a ring yet. This team's getting old. This team is old. They got J Kidd. They had Shaq. He might have retired, which we're about to check out. Timberwolves got rid of Ray Allen, and they got picks for him. I don't know how many players they kept from that trade. That was a few years ago, and they were back at the Raptors. Retirement. So Jason Kidd is retiring. Let's see. So he was honestly, no, it's insane. Look at this. They have him in glasses, like he's still a coach. Chris Webber didn't have a job. Might as well let him go. Stack. Yeah. Iverson, though. Nah, no, you can stay a little bit longer. Jimmy Bell had a good career. He was all NBA multiple times in the late 90s, early 2000s. Ben Wallace. calling it a career. I'm fine with that. Kendrick Perkins didn't. Oh, I guess he had a few years. He's still a good center, but he just didn't have a job. We'll see if he can get a job, and if not, then he's done. Staff retirement, sure. Hall of Fame. No Jason Kidd. Interesting. Chris Webber, though, 21, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. He was a 6-time MVP, 14-time All-Star. Only a 2-time champ, so I don't think that puts him above Magic. He's probably number 2, though. Yeah, he's probably number 2. I can't believe they didn't give it to Jason Kidd. What did he not have a good career? I don't know. That's super interesting to me. I don't. Well, they've got these guys who played in. They're gonna have. It's gonna be impossible to probably find Jason Kidd. I wish we would have looked at his stats then, but all right, it's all right. Jersey retirement, Chris Webber. Okay, yep. Because I think he did end up. Yeah, he ended up switching teams. And then we're back in historic changes. So the Wizards are rebranding and the Knicks change a little bit. League meetings, nothing. If I remember, we also haven't had a crazy league meetings in a little while, like any big changes, but it's all right. We're getting into we're getting more and more into current basketball, but we will come back when we have the top few picks. All right, this is a pretty deep draft too, so we're gonna be here. The Pacers have the 6th pick. I don't know about people jumping or whatnot, so we're watching this. So Warriors get 5th. They needed that. The teams that the teams that were already called, I guess, don't need it too much. The Pacers, it kind of sucks, but oh well. So the Timberwolves, so the Grizzlies are a top 3 team. Timberwolves just trade away Ray Allen. They probably would have liked a little bit nicer of a pick. So the Magic get number 3. Okay. They lost Shaq and Kidd in back-to-back retirements, I believe. And their top 2 it's Grizzlies and the Pistons. Okay. Number 2 goes to Grizzlies, so the Pistons get number 1. All right. Let's watch. We're probably gonna watch we might watch a few more picks in these drafts just because it gets to be a lot of players we recognize now more and more as the years go on. So Kawhi is a Piston. I'm glad they didn't take Kyrie because they have like Derrick Rose and stuff over there who they need to re-sign. Memphis gets Kyrie. So the Magic receive Manu. The Magic just lost everybody. They don't need an old Manu Ginobili. I can't get behind that. Oh, okay. Valanciunas is the 3rd. All right. Jimmy Butler. Okay. Goes to the Timberwolves. Clay. Hey, look at that. Clay's a Warrior. That's fun. Indiana. Dale. All right. Are they really about to just take auto-generated guys when we still have like Kemba Walker? Okay, yeah. Hawks. All right. 7'5". I don't know if I've ever seen an auto-generated be that tall. I genuinely do not know if I've ever seen an auto-generated player be 7'5". Wow. That is crazy. So Isaiah goes to the Clippers. Tristan Thompson, Tobias Harris, Kenneth Faried, 78, and he fell all the way to 13. Okay. Morris's still go almost right after each other. Justin Holiday. Drew Holiday's already in the league. That's right. Do we have any second rounders that we know? Corey Joe. Okay. Oh, really? All right. Well, let's go to free agency. We got a lot of restricted guys, I believe. Vince Carter and Ray Allen. Vince Carter. Hornets might be trying to steal him away. Celtics might be able to retain him. Of course, everybody wants a piece of KD. Wade. Nets are going to retain him, it looks like. Lamar Odom. The Lakers might be losing both their guys. I don't know. Let's take our quick look around the league. So Kevin Durant stays, of course, but Tim Duncan is getting worse. Ramon Sessions has jumped by 4. Okay. The Grizzlies, so DeMar is getting better. Let's put DeMar at the 3 so we can get minutes with him and Rip. The Bobcats, who did they just draft? Bismack Biyombo. Okay, at the 17th pick. Sixers, all right. The Bucks, so Kevin Love is here. He's a real player. Al Horford as well. That's a nice front court. So they did bring back Chauncey. I don't like that. At least they didn't bring back Lowry as well, but they brought back Chauncey. Although Steph should be starting. Chauncey can come off the bench if they really need. Bulls, yeah, these guys are getting worse. They're going to be going towards a rebuild soon. Petrus, Weber, so almost 390s over here at 87. Even Josh Smith's down here. Team might be good soon. This team, I guess, is getting worse. Dwight Howard is getting worse at 25. Good team, of course. Roy Hibbert is here. He was drafted in 2008. That's interesting. Rondo, what has Rondo done? I don't know if he's ever averaged that many points before. 36% from 3 as well. All right. Utah, yeah, there's no way. Even though the Magic took Valanciunas, there's no way they should have traded a 3rd overall pick for Manu, who's 34. Kings, Yao and Pau. J.R. Smith is a bucket. It's a good team, but they haven't really shown too much. So Vince is gone. They retained Lamar Odom, but Vince Carter is gone. I wonder where he went. This team, of course, just getting worse. Wade stayed, already getting worse, which is crazy. They're gonna need to re-sign LeBron, it will probably be unrestricted. This team hasn't done much. Oscar Davidson was acquired at the deadline. Interesting. They brought them both back, although they might be I guess they gave the qualifying for Derrick Rose while they re-signed Mike Conley. Okay, Kawhi is here. He should be starting. Houston. Who? Wow. Okay. Again, a lot of front court players, but not my team. Carmelo and Chris Bosh still here. Devin Harris, Al Harrington. That's a good team. They even got Danny Green, who jumped up 6. Yeah. OKC, Portland, Golden State. A lot of these teams at the. Oh my. Oh, they get at least 2 years of this. Oh, man. Oh man, I have not cut since the free agency, so this was not me. They signed him to a 3-year deal. Dirk's on a 3-year deal. Nash is on a 2-year deal. Wow, so Steve Nash is probably going to retire soon, but these guys could have, these 3 years. Wow, and Dirk just is, not averaging his 30 that he'd averaged 3 years in a row, but 25, Steve Nash 18, but you just added another 25-point scorer on your team. That's crazy. James Harden probably should have won most improved player. I don't know if he did or not. It's a good front court. Then we're back at we're back there. All right. Let's go into the 2012 draft is this is AD. Is this Damian Lillard? AD, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, Draymond, Harrison Barnes, Drummond. Okay. Chris Middleton, even Austin Rivers. Who I feel like Austin Rivers is going to have a good career in this, but we'll see. All right, Gilbert Arenas, 23, 7, and almost 10 for winning his first MVP. Kyrie wins Rookie of the Year, averaging almost 20 on the dot. Mike Conley, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron DPOY again, although his numbers aren't as great, I guess. Although, no, they're still good, I guess. Steph, Whoa. Most improved. I went right through the normal season, regular season, and didn't stop at the deadline because the only player that was really debating on being traded was Tyson Chandler from the Thunder. And he dislocated his left patella for the season. And the Thunder were the 3 seed. So there was no real reason to do that anyways. And then the Celtics are 63 wins. Chris Paul 24-10, Carmelo. Kevin Durant. I saw Carmelo down here, and I said, and then Chris Bosh. These guys, all NBA first team. Curry, we saw Westbrook. Okay, he's taken that jump to LeBron. We saw Powell, 19 and 11, and then this guy who we laughed at them taking him in the for the first pick, but 91 overall. And he's a good player. So Vince on his new team still averaged 25. Lowry, this is why. Look at the contract. Lowry is one of those players that just keeps bouncing around. Amari, 22 and 9. Lamar Odom, 16. Dirk still averaged 22 with his new teammate. Defensive teams. I want to look at all our rookies. Okay, Kawhi, Jimmy. Not insanely efficient. A 5'11" point guard averaged 9 and 5. Kemba averaged 12. Do we have here's our 7'5" center. Yeah, good player. I mean, he's a Hawk. How many threes? 136. Valanciunas, a third pick. Was pretty good off the bench. I don't remember who the Magic have starting, but who do the Magic have starting? Where are they? Gortat. Okay. All right. 1-seeded New Orleans. I kind of want to see how they did. So we saw their number. Steve Nash, still 16. Sasha Vujacic, Andre Karolinko, good player to have at the 4. Yeah, all right. Boston 1 seed, Milwaukee 2 seed, and the Phoenix Suns are the 2 seed. So OKC dropped to the 8th seed. That's interesting because they were the 3rd seed. Toronto beat Milwaukee and New Jersey beat Orlando. Those are the really only crazy upsets we've got. This is a good conference final, especially out west. We got a game 7. This is the series I would really like to jump into. Is everyone okay over here? I saw Chris Bosh is hurt, but the other guys are good. Okay. Simcast. I already forget who's up. I think the Phoenix Suns were up, and it looks like they are going to destroy and win that. Okay. Simcast. 45 points in the first quarter, but only followed up by 18. So weird first half for both teams. New Jersey makes a shot. Oh, we got to jump in. We've got to jump in. All right, here we are. Hakeem Ndauer. I don't know how you say that. 22-6, leading scorer over here. Michael Petrus is not far behind. Lou Will is a good team. LeBron has 44. Wade has 16 and 15. No foul outs, please. Some players are close on both sides, but nothing yet. A minute left, and Cleveland is up 1. Lou Will. Good shot. All right. D Wade wearing number 2. That's interesting. I wonder who's got number 3. But pick from one of the best slashers of all time. This doesn't look like it's gonna be good. Please pass to somebody. My guess. Oh, we almost got the board. All right, Lou Will. D Wade on him. It's a rough matchup. Come on, D Wade, hold your ground. This is a big stop. It's a big stop. It's a big stop, D Wade. There you go. LeBron. Take it quick 2. I don't hate it. All right. Wow, Cleveland has 6 fouls. New Jersey only has 1. I assume we are going to get a foul by New Jersey here, and we do. I think they have to do it at least once more. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses. Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Put the ball in. There we go. There we go. Now all right, Lou Will went 2 for 2. New Jersey took a timeout. New Jersey still has one more full timeout. Cleveland has none. So New Jersey has a great chance. I mean, they could do the quick 2 again if they really wanted. I want this ball in D Wade or LeBron's hand, preferably LeBron, but especially since D Wade is hurt, thank goodness he passed. Oh, I can't believe Eddie Curry didn't get that rebound. All right, let's see. Who's at the line? I can't even really tell because I don't recognize Josh Smith. All right, first one's up. That looks like it's off, yeah. All right. It's a big free throw, Josh Smith. Oh, rattles in. All right, they're not taking the timeout. I kind of like it, but they got to go quick. Get the ball up. LeBron. No, and that will do it. Cleveland will be advancing to the NBA Finals. Kind of as a collective group. They don't have a crazy, they don't have a 95 overall on their team. They've got a bunch of guys who are near 90. LeBron tried, but he didn't really get much help. I mean, sure, Eddie Curry had 19-14, Wade had 16 and 15, but where's Jay Will didn't give him anything either. New Jersey is eliminated. So we've got Suns versus Cavs. I know who I'm picking, but hey, Cleveland just eliminated LeBron and Wade, so you never know. Wow. Okay. Um, let's see if we can hop into Game 7 of the NBA Finals. I like that we're getting some jump in opportunities. As soon as I say that, the Cavs have the worst third period I've ever seen. Although they're trying to make it interesting, but it's too far. Lou Will tried, but Carmelo gave him a 42 piece, super efficient. Even Bosch had 30 and 30, 12, 4 blocks. Yeah. Finals MVP goes to Chris Bosch. All right, Jalen Rose out. Kurt Thomas pretty much season-ending injury. He tore his ACL, and he is going to retire and not come back from it. Antonio McDyess, I'll let you go. Joe Smith. I don't know. You're still good. Kendrick got a job, but he's still gonna call it quits, even though he was pretty good, if I'm being honest. But he's still gonna call it quits, and we can't tell him no anymore. All right, staff retirements, sure. Jersey retirements, no. Historic changes. So New Jersey is now Brooklyn, and the logo of the Bobcats will switch. Nothing crazy there. Draft lottery. Here we go. Grizzlies have a bunch of picks. Bunch of picks in the top 8. So we'll see if they get lucky. That is so unlucky, Memphis. That is so unlucky. They get 8, 5, and 4. Chicago gets 3. They get a top 3 pick. And the 2 teams remain are the Raptors and the Warriors. No way the Raptors are getting another first pick. Oh my goodness. Are they about to get Anthony Davis, or they're about to get Ant or Dame? Oh wow. The Raptors via Atlanta. Via Atlanta. I don't even know what that trade was. We got a lot of picks being moved that were moved in this draft. All right, let's see. Enable automatic, and the Toronto Raptors, they take Anthony Davis. Okay. Hey. That's a crazy front court, even though Tim Duncan's old. No, they didn't. Oh my, no, they didn't. Dame is not. No, no way. Oh, they want to push the timeline further. They have a bunch of picks. If they want to trade one, I will let it go. Spurs, they take Damian Lillard. Oh, that hurts. I bet Memphis wish they could have got him. And who do they take? They take Drummond. All right. I mean, sure. We still had guys like Bradley Beal and stuff. The Lakers take Beal. Okay. Although they don't have Dame great in this game. I didn't know Dame also came in that old. Bradley Beal, Chris Middleton, another Wembanyama. There's never been another Wembanyama before, but sure. Terrence Ross, Austin Rivers. All right. Free agency. So I think this is. Oh, Dwight Howard is unrestricted. Derrick Rose is still restricted. I hate that they're gonna bring him back. Him and Mike Conley are just gonna. And it's so weird. It doesn't feel right to trade them because they're only like 23. Like Dante Green. These guys are all restricted except for Dwight up top. And then some of these guys down here. But all right. Let's see. Player progression. So Petrus did stay. These are Dwight stayed as well. All right. The Clippers, Rondo. This team is good, man. This team is good. They've got Andrew Bogut, who's just kind of chilling here. We've got some bigs that look like they could be moved in the league. You know, they're getting worse. I didn't know D Wade had a concussion. Big Z had a ruptured Achilles. This team's getting worse. Boogie is a real player now. Okay. Yep. So these guys are here, and again, neither of them are really shooting guards. I mean, I guess Derrick Rose could theoretically. So, and Mike Conley is normally the guy who comes off the bench. So maybe we try that, I guess, even though it's not great, but this team has Anthony Davis, right? Yeah. Stomach virus. We're probably gonna make Tim a 5. Where are the Raptors at? Do I not have control of the Raptors? Maybe I don't. Hold on a second. I did have control of them. They were just not where I thought they were. Although they've got this guy. I don't know. Because I don't. Yeah, you can't really do anything about that. AD is just going to have to come off the bench for a little while. Yeah. All right. Never mind. I didn't. All right. We've got Rashard Lewis. This team wanted to, get a good player. They had a bunch of picks, so I let it go through. They got Drummond. They got. I know that was from a while ago. He just didn't progress. All right. Bobcats. Sixers aren't great. Joe Johnson is on the last year of his deal. Kevin Love and them. Kobe. It's getting worse. Dropped to 15 points last year. That's not great. But Curry was averaging 30. This team, who did they just draft? They drafted Draymond. They did, yeah. It's over like Dame. But hey, all right. And then we are back. So this is the 2013 draft. So this is really, if I am correct, this is Giannis and Jokic. Giannis. Maybe Jokic is next year. Interesting. Maybe Jokic is next year. Even though I thought they were in the same draft. I guess not. Because he would be right around here. All right, yeah, no, never mind. All right, I will see you at the trade. The Sixers are the worst team in the East. Joe Johnson is gonna move on. 1 year on his deal. He's going to Charlotte, where he will play next to Brandon Roy, Emeka Okafor, Tim Thomas, Darren, and Nick Collison. And they get back 85 overall Dalton Mack and 82 overall Raymond Felton, a 2013 unprotected, and a 2015 top 5 protected. So we're going to do that. Let's make Joe Johnson. He's going to start his small forward portion of his career. And now this team looks like this. Pretty good team. I think they are the 8th seed. Yes, they are the 8th seed. The Thunder are not good this year. Atlanta needs a center. This is a big trade. A lot of players going over to make money match. They're getting slightly better upgrade 1-year deals. So they're not giving up any first, but they're giving up seconds, and they're getting a bunch of 4 players who are almost 80 overall or better. So yeah, we're gonna accept this deal. And now the Atlanta Hawks look like this. Rajon Rondo and Drew Holiday. I need to make Drew a full-time too. But they still got Deshaun Stevenson, Leon Haywood, Trevor Booker, Chris Middleton off the bench. So yeah, let's make Drew the full-time 2 over here because him and Rondo in the front court is insane. And then we can look at OKC again. They are really bad, so they just kind of are getting players. I mean, they still have some high overalls over here because Greg Oden, like their former second overall pick, they didn't have space for both of them. So this is their front court, but now they still have Wayne Zeezy, but he's older, so he's not going to start. Maybe they should have traded away with one of these fours, but got a point. But maybe I just probably need to make somebody actually a point guard for them, but I will see you at the end of the season. MVP KD, Dame Rookie of the Year. Can't believe he fell to 4. Good W by the Spurs for trading up and getting him. They know who they wanted. I was supposed to make Derrick Rose a 2. I completely forgot. So Mike Conley's just going to be the best 6th man of all time because he has won this 3 times already. And he is not going anywhere anytime soon. So maybe that's just what we let his career kind of be. LeBron, another DPOY. This guy won MIP. Just got more minutes, for being honest. And then the Hornets and the Suns are good teams. Okay. CP, 24-10. Vince Carter still averaging 26. Good for him. KD we saw. LeBron we saw. Chris Bosh. Okay. So Melo's on second team. All right. Wade, 18-8. Steph, 28-8. Melo, 28-8. Joe Johnson still put up 25, 7-5. That's good numbers. Seth Weber still there. Gil put up just 20. He is 31 now. Russell Westbrook. Powell was hurt earlier when we saw, but Kevin Love taking a jump and Boogie's taking a jump. This is our all defensive first team. Like, this is crazy. Second team. Rookies. Bradley Beal put up per 36, 22 a game. AD came off the bench, as we know. Undrafted, okay. Drummond, rebounding. Terrence Ross, a bucket. Yes, sir. Spencer Cousins. Harrison Barnes, the 2nd overall pick. It's crazy. And then Chris Middleton had a good season. All right. Hornets, Raptors, number 1, and then the Knicks and the Suns, 2. The Suns own that 2 seed. They own it. I don't know how many years in a row that is with them being the 2 seed. So Boston beat New York. Boston and Charlotte both swept the 2 and 3 seeds. Houston beat Phoenix. Wow, okay. And then Minnesota beat Portland. We got 4, 5, 6, 6 seeds in the conference finals. This team, so they acquired Joe Johnson. That's right. Adam Morrison is an 87 overall. Josh Childress, Derrick Rose might be hurt. I'm probably going to pick the Pistons in this. They just look better overall. And they lost game 1. Okay. But the Timberwolves are young. I don't know if they're ready. I don't know if the Timberwolves are ready. They might be ready. They might not be ready. Won the first quarter barely. Tied the second quarter. Ooh, they kind of put their foot down for that third. Ooh, not a great second half, Sacramento. Okay, well, I stand corrected. Kyle Kyle Lowry just can't get a contract, man. He just cannot stay with a team. And this is our NBA Finals. Derrick Rose is back. I'm picking Detroit. I'm picking Detroit. Um, yeah. All right. Derrick Rose, Finals MVP, player retirement. So Joe Smith's calling it. Billups, I'm gonna let him go. They are in a new era. He was still a good player, but he needs to go. Uh, this was still a good player. He's got 1 year left. Rock out. Wang Zizi. Okay, if he really wants to, then I guess. Um, Rip Hamilton's retiring. Yeah. Okay. All right. Um, Jersey retirement. So Keith Van Horn by the Golden State Warriors, Joe Smith by the Hawks, and Rip by the Grizzlies. Historic changes. So the luxury tax stuff, and now the New Orleans Hornets are now the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay. That's one of the last branding things that we have. Um, this draft wasn't great. This was kind of just Giannis, right? OKC trades Tyson Chandler and probably it's getting Giannis. Grizzlies the 2 seed, Spurs 3. NBA draft automatic. Giannis is a Thunder. I wonder how Giannis is going to turn out. I don't know if he's going to be the multiple time MVP and champion that he is in real life. Oladipo, okay, sure, that's what they want to do. Then sure, CJ as a Sixer, and the Lakers take Cody. The Lakers take Cody Zeller. Otto Porter's a Warrior. Rudy Gobert's a Bull. Andre Roberson a Hawk. Dude, they are gonna have some lineups of Rondo, Drew Holiday, and Andre Roberson. Those teams that they literally might not score. That is an insane defensive lineup. Steph is restricted. KG might be going back to New York, but he's an old man. Harden, Magic, JR, Kings, Jazz won him as well. Devin Harris going back to the Suns, it looks like. And then Tyson Chandler. Did we trade him to the Hawks? Yes. Okay. Kyle Lowry's just never going to get a contract, bro. He's going to get these 1-year deals. All right. Player progression. This is probably where we're going to end off this episode, and we will be back with the 2013-2014 season. Wow. I must have missed this, or he must not have. No, he's been playing. Wow. So their 4 best players all play the same, play 2 of the same positions. Do I do it where I just do Mike Conley, Derrick Rose, Gordon Hayward, and Kawhi at the 1 through 4? Do I do that? Put Omri, but they've got 4s. How good was Adam Morrison? He's a good player. What was Derrick Rose? Derrick Rose goes up at the 2. So we'll do that. This will be next episode. That'll be next episode. Although they're not gonna have a backup 1. They'll have a bunch of 2s and 3s. Yeah, I think that's just how it's gonna be. Gordon Hayward or Kawhi is gonna have to come off the bench. Um, this team, this Dante Green guy is one of the best players in the league. Paul George, I forgot, is here. Aldridge and Kemba is here. This team is gonna be good. This team's gonna be real good soon. Dame jumped up 6. Danny Green is probably going to be that 2 guard for them. Or I guess Bobby Rice. This team is just not good, man. This team's not good at all. Grizzlies, the Warriors they're getting there. Clay, 43% from 3 is crazy. I'm not shooting as many, I guess, but he's shooting them efficiently. Oops. Chris Paul. Okay. Oh! I thought this was a new team. I was like, they signed all. I forgot. They rebranded. You might have just seen the panic in my face, but I forgot this team was the New Orleans Hornets before, and now they're the Pelicans, and it's a different team. It's the same team technically, but everything looks completely different. Wow, I got pump faked by that. This team won the finals last year, or no? No. They were in the finals last year. That's crazy, but sure. So Tim Duncan is going to be coming off the bench now. AD is going to get the start. This team is so good, man. Grizzlies, so Kyrie jumps. Drummond's going to be the starting 5. All right, Bobcats. Yeah, this team's good. This team is not good, but Bucks. What has Curry done from 3? The amount. 300. He's almost hit 400 a few times. 3-point king is in the NBA for sure. The Bulls, they drafted Draymond. That's right. What did Draymond do? Yeah, probably gonna make some defensive teams. Makes sense. And they got Rudy and Draymond got drafted to the same team. A different world, but it's just funny. The Celtics, Ray Allen's getting worse fast. He's getting worse fast. Okay. The Clippers, the Hawks are here. I mean, dude. Drew, this looks like such a fun team to watch. I can't imagine their offense is amazing. Yeah, I can't imagine that their offense is too amazing. But maybe Rudy Gay goes down to the 4. They give Chris Middleton the start. Well, you know what? Let's see what does Rudy Gay do at the 4? Ooh. I mean, he's still the same player, but his overall just gets a little worse. Let's find Chris Middleton at the 3. So yeah, now their roster is Rondo, Drew, Middleton, Rudy Gay, and Tyson Chandler. It's a fun team. It's a fun team. This team is just kind of stuck. Ian Mahimi is their 3rd best player, and he's actually a high overall. This team kind of stuck a little as well, but we'll see. The Knicks have been better. They were the 2 seed. Lamar Odom's just dropped off a cliff. Mavericks are getting really bad there. Wade just jumped up 3 overalls when he was getting worse last year, I think. So this is still a duo that we've got. Denver, Indiana is probably good. Yeah, that team's really well rounded. Pistons just won the ring last year. So yeah, that's where we are going to end this video. We will be having this is the 2014 draft, which this I believe is this has to be Joel Embiid and Giannis, or Joel Embiid and Jokic, right? Yes, okay. But see, This is another reason where like Jokic went in the second round for a reason. He was not the best player in the class, and he just dropped. But okay, Wiggins, Gordon, Saric, Levine. This is a good draft too. Got a lot of good players in this. But that is how we will start off next episode. So make sure you like and subscribe. We're still going. We're getting towards the end. I'm gonna need to know soon. Are we gonna go past 2025? Are we gonna just end when we get to current day? I'm thinking that we go past 2025 if 2K allows us, but to kind of let players finish off their career, like the current like Lukas and Shays and Jokic's and all those players finish off their careers, and then I think we stop when we get to pretty much a whole auto-generated league again if 2K lets us. But again, subscribe, like, come back every afternoon at 5 p.m. A new episode of this will drop for you guys. But yeah, thank you for watching.